Hi guys, it's me. It's Sunday, June 25th, 2:35 p.m. It's about 95 humid degrees outside. It's what did I say, 2:35 p.m. Yeah, that's correct. Correct them. Anyway, I'm getting close. I'm getting close. Anyway, what I wanted to touch on here, I want to kind of compare, and I know you can't really directly compare it, but a gasoline generator to using solar. And I know those are like two sides of a coin or not really in the same thing, but they do both generate power. They just use different ways to do it. We can agree on that, can't we? I think so. So I was laying there in bed and I was on with my laptop and I was thinking, I've got to be able to put all this together so it will work for me. In other words, there's all the pieces are there. I mean, I feel them up there. Just like the 50, the Winnebago 59G, the Road Trek Simplicity SRT. I looked at a 22-foot Class C brand new for 49,000. I looked at some used ones for different prices and different types of things, and I've looked, as you know, at a lot of things, and all those things are ingredients, okay? And so all those little ingredients are starting to, well, the cream is starting to rise to the top, okay? And so what I'm going to talk about right here is I'm going to focus on solar and gasoline generators, electric generators, like RVs use, okay? And they have different kinds, but it doesn't matter. They've got 2,000 watt all the way up to probably 10,000 watt for all I know. But I am familiar with some of the smaller, like 2,000 watt up to 4,000 watt, because on a couple of RVs I actually had one, and they're a little noisy. They do generate a lot of power. You can run the AC, that's for sure, and everything else when they're running, and they're also sucking gas right out of your gas tank, which is okay too, I guess. But the big downside of the gasoline powered generator, in my opinion, and I had a Honda 1000i, I think it was, the little 26 pounder, and then I had a Honda 2000i, which I think weighs around 40 pounds, and they're extremely energy efficient, and they are extremely quiet. If you're going to buy a generator for anything, electric generator, you'll pay a little more for the Hondas, but they are very quiet. And here's something else I want to point out. They rate all the sound levels on generators, gasoline generators, or anything in decibels. In other words, human speech, like this right here, would be approximately 60 decibels, approximately, depending on how loud I talk. All right, that's about human speech. Okay, I think that's correct. Now, what people don't realize is if you go to 70 decibels, the sound level has actually doubled. Okay, doubled. I mean, it doesn't sound like much of an increase from 60 to 70, but it's doubled. In other words, old Rusty has really gotten loud, all right? And if it goes to 80, so it doubled to 70 and it'll double again. So you see what I mean? If you go from 60 decibels to 80 decibels, the sound level has really gone up there. So whenever you're looking at these gasoline generators, look at those decibel levels, and 60 is good. Below 60 is probably not going to happen, but Honda gets right at 60, and that's about as good as you're going to get. But anyway, point that I'm getting to, making a short story long, is I think I can make this work using, I have solar of my own. I've got the 120 watt Zamp portable suitcase solar thing, okay? And I've got a 300 watt inverter. It's good. So if I had something that I could stand up in, that had some amenities like a bed, and it got good, reasonable fuel economy, then I could use my solar to power some stuff like I'm doing now, my little ice chest and different things. And then I could drive this thing as my personal vehicle and get 20 miles to the gallon, hopefully, or in that range. Okay, a Class C is not going to get that. Class C is out. I mean, I just can't. They're too damn bulky, and they got a lot of stuff on there. I can't see me driving a Class C down the highway, just like I can't see me pulling a travel trailer down the highway. So, if I modify my traveling stuff so that locally, when in Texas, if I want to travel, I could do that basically from the end of October to the beginning of March, or maybe even to the middle of March. That's quite a long period, isn't it? You know, you got September, October, November, December, January, February. So you got 6 months of traveling right here in Texas. There's a lot of places to go here, aren't there? Yeah. And I can go visit I got 2 sisters in Victoria, Texas. I got a son over in Canyon Lake, Texas, in that area, and then I've got another son up at Irving. So I could go visit, I guess. They probably don't want to see me, but they are. Whether they want to see me or not. I just feel so much better. I feel like I got a monkey off my back. Is there a monkey back there? No, there's a weight back there. But anyway, I think it's coming through. I'm not going to tell you yet because there's some more pieces that need to fall into place. But I'm getting very, 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 very close. Like very close veins. Is that what they are? Very close? Somebody knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, so very close veins. Oh, it's coming, boys. It's coming. It's coming. I mean, I've already started my paper and pen here, okay? See paper and pen? And it's the old edges are getting knocked off, okay? I mean, I would sell my truck. The White House ain't in this plan that I'm coming to. And then that would be moved out. Something would move in. And then there's another piece I'm not going to mention yet because I'm still working on that. But the big piece that fell in place was how can I avoid having to run an air conditioner and accomplish what I want to accomplish. And that was to be able to travel down to, visit some of my family members. And even though I may not do that very often, I probably won't because that's just the kind of guy I am. But I might. I mean, the older I get, those things become more and more important because the window is sort of closing, so to speak. But yeah, so I can do that here. I thought, well, why can't I could do that? I could do that. I can do that from, the end of October to 1st of March in this area, and then starting in like April, May, go do my thing up in traveling up through New Mexico or wherever, because it's very cool and comfortable at that area time of the year, even in southern New Mexico, southern Arizona. That time of the year, pretty damn comfortable. So the plan, it's getting better, and then of course I'd be stuck here for the summer, which that's not all bad. I mean, not all bad. I got a plan for that too. And then starting again after Labor Day, see what you run into, as everyone knows that camps any time of the year, you don't want to be camping after Memorial Day. School's out, and up until Labor Day, because that's when everybody's taking their vacation. That's when Grand Canyon is packed. Every national park is packed. But if you go there in early May or end of April, not bad at all. I've been there, some of them, and after Labor Day, it's like the world ends. Okay, everything starts to dry up again. But of course, the temperature starts to drop pretty quick too. So I'd have to go camping starting probably the first week of September through possibly the end of October, maybe. And then when I come back, if I want to travel around in Texas, I could do that because it would be cool enough. And guess what then? And on and on and on and on and on and on. You see what I mean? I'd have a cycle, you know what I mean, that would work for me. But I've been polishing the diamond a lot. I mean, and it's getting pretty shiny, or it's getting shinier. Now, none of this is really going to be finalized. I've got some more input coming in tomorrow through probably Thursday next week, and that will finish the polish one way or another. One way or another. Either these little pieces will completely fall together or they will completely fall apart. But anyway, so the solution is at hand, and for those of you that have borne with me through all of this stuff, maybe by a few days in the early week next week. Oh, I got my shirt on. Thank you, whoever made this. I can't remember your name, but thank you very much. And I got 6 or 7 of these, I think. And also for that, that's great. I mean, that took a lot of time. And I know a lot of people are put out by that, but I'm sorry about that. That's just the way I run this channel. If you don't like it, there are millions of other YouTube channels. But having said that, and this guy from New York that did this, I appreciate it. And this is from, I never forget his name, Cullen. And this came from across the pond. Her name's Wanda, and this came from, I can't remember his name, but anyway, somewhere. But anyway, that may not have to change. You follow me? There may be a way that can remain the same. I can get rid of the truck and do some other little foot moves, and it's getting better, guys. It's getting better. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a heads up, because I think some of you were concerned that this was getting me down, but well, that's the way I am, man. It's like, I just get focused on something. I mean, I just go, I mean, until I get all the, when I'm going through the process of gathering data, I mean, I gather down to the roots. I don't gather just the surface stuff. I mean, I penetrate the soil and get stuff, and that takes some time, and it's frustrating, because sometimes that information is hard to dig out, because you get misinformation, like I got from some salesmen related to the SRT Simplicity, or Simplicity SRT from Roadtrek. And I don't, I have to say this too, and I know I've been taught. I did a video earlier today thinking about the 59G, the Winnebago 59G, but I have to tell you, man, it is a very nice unit. It does fit a lot of the things, the standing up, the air conditioning, you run it all the time, but it's got a damn gasoline generator, man. It does. I don't like that. You know why? Because that's a piece of equipment. You got to change oil. You got to maintain it if you want it to operate for a long time. You got to take care of it. Guess what? You don't have to do with solar. You don't have to change the oil in your solar panels. And then guess what? They don't make any noise. Because I remember one of the things I really enjoyed when I took the trip here recently, and after I got the solar, and of course I got my CF18 Dometic refrigerator, which is a 10. I love it. If anybody's looking for a refrigerator to use while they're camping or truck driving or whatever, a Dometic CF18 12-volt compressor refrigerator, mine works great. 38 degrees and 90 degree temperatures, no problem at all. And uses very, 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 very little power. So, but the neat thing about solar, and the thing I love about it, it works. It actually works. I mean, that 120 watt, it's two 60 watt panels, but it's 120 watts combined. They kept that. I got I think it's 110 or 120 amp Series 31 AGM battery, deep cycle, of course, and I got one 12 volt, and but no problem. I mean, that little refrigerator ran 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for a month. Never had a problem. Never. In fact, it was so good. And I ran a fan too, and charged my laptop and my phones, all that stuff. I did all that. Almost, of course, I have to charge my phone daily, of course, and my laptop about every 3 or 4 days, depending on how much I use it, but in that range. It takes a while to charge it, because it's got a big battery. And So it did all that very comfortably. In fact, it was so good at it, even on cloudy days. You know, I'd get up in the morning and I'd set the panels out, and then I didn't have many cloudy days, but there were a few. It was a little overcast, not bad, and but still within 3 hours of setting the panels up, the battery was full. It'd show full on the little what do you call it, the oh hell, what do you call it, on the, it's the power monitor thing. I can't remember what they call it now. There's another name for it, and somebody will remember it. But anyway, you just look at this and it tells you how much, you know, how full the battery is and that sort of thing. And it's right there on the panels. You just pick it up and look at it. It's perfect. ZAMP makes a very good suitcase portable panel, I have to tell you. So if you're looking for suitcase solar, check out ZAMP. It's first class and it's made in the USA. And what else? But yeah, it worked. And within 3 hours, the battery would be full. In fact, I don't remember any day that the battery was below full in the whole 30 days that I had the solar. No kidding. That's a fact. That is a fact. I mean, there was not one day that it even got to 3/4. I mean, it was always right full. I mean, when I set those panels up, man, right away. Of course, you know, out there you get some super sunshine and you know, in cloudy situations that would probably change. Maybe that would double it. Maybe it would take, you know, nearly all day to get it up to full. I don't know, but I will, in my plan that's coming together here, that solar's part of it, and the CF18's part of it, and some other things. But yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's getting there. It's getting there. But the truck's going to go. The White House will go. And then what would we do? Well, I'm working on that. I'm working on that now. I'm working on it now. But anyway, having said that, guys, the good news, and so I'll title this gasoline generators and solar or something, and that'll be the end of that. But yeah, so if you're looking at, you know, using a gasoline generator, they work. There's no doubt they work. But you've got the downsides of the noise, number one, and number two, you got to maintain it. It is a piece of equipment, and they weigh something. You know, the little bitty one, I think the lightest weight one is the 1000i by Honda. It weighs 26 pounds. Now, you might be able to get some at Walmart that are lighter than that, but I promise you the noise level is going to be 5 times what it is with a Honda. You know, you pay a little more with a Honda, but I believe you get a little more. And also, I think Yamaha makes a good one. It's fairly competitive with the Honda. But anyway, if you buy them at Walmart, you get them cheap. But you know, if you're going to keep them, you know, if you're just using it out on a work site or something where noise doesn't matter, that's not a problem. But if you're camping in an area where, you know, they have a quiet hour after 8 p.m., then you know, you're not going to be able to. Well, your neighbors aren't going to be in love with you. Okay, I mean, some people don't care about that. I do. I'm concerned when I'm out camping. I don't want to disturb anyone. In fact, if I'm doing a video, I try to keep my voice down to keep from disturbing people if they're 50 yards away. I mean, I know they don't want to hear me talking to myself. So, but that's just me. Now, a lot of people don't care about things like that because that's the way they are, and that's what makes the world kind of funny. So on and on and on and on. Enough said. Enough said. The pieces are falling together, and that's good. That's good. I feel much better now. I'm alive again. I feel better. I mean, yippee, yippee, yippee. And guess what? In another hour here in Texas, guess what time that will be? Beer 30. I'm sitting here going, doo-dah, doo-dah, doo-dah. Wait, watching the clock. No, I'm kidding. I'll go take a little short walk here, even though it's a little warm and all. Because I feel pretty good now. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. I was just wondering when it was going to go over the top. You know, it's kind of like, you kind of get, you know, it's like the little train that, remember that little thing, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Well, I remember that from the 1st or 2nd grade because that's the way, I still remember that because when I get in these situations, I keep saying, okay, I think I can do it, I can do it. I think I can do it. And I just keep pushing and pushing. Well, right now, I'm right at the peak, you know what I mean? Just a little push, you know what I mean? And I got it. It's coming. But anyway, having said that, I've gone on long enough. But it's been a good day for me, and I hope it's been a good day for you folks. And so, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. You'll pee a lot, so what? What else you got to do? You might as well go pee. go pee. And what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose. This is your nose right here. In case some of you don't know it, that little thing on your face, right there. Breathe in through your nose, out through your. This is your mouth. Mouth out through your mouth. Take and do that several times a day because it relieves stress. Relieving stress lowers your blood pressure. And I know a lot of people question me on that, but it is true. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. And when you want you to lower your blood pressure, guess what happens? You feel better. You do. Stress. You get rid of stress. You feel good. So having said all that, just keep your health because that's what it's all about. And I'm going to keep my health now because I got a hell of a plan coming together, and I want to be here when it works. I want to see this work. I not only have a short-term plan, I have a long-term plan. I mean, this thing is coming together like. Anyway, enjoy, guys. Adios. Bye.